let's discuss how we make gravity in Live2D. So we want to make a new parameter called hair gravity, and it's going to be minus 30 to 30 because we want it to be the same as the head Z. Now what we want to do is grab the head Z, and you can see she has her head leaning to the side, but the hair looks really stiff like this. So we want this to give it natural gravity, right? So we grab all of the deformers that have the hair in it that we want to deform. Now for this model it's very simple because we can leave the buns alone. So we just need the hair front. But if you have back hair that needs gravity, obviously grab that too. Then we make another deformer. We call it hair gravity. And then we bind it to hair gravity. So while she's leaning to this side, we slide the hair gravity to the minus 30 as well. And then we control page down. Now you can get to this as well from the modeling tab, and then temporary deformer, I think. Yeah, and then path deformer. But control page down is the shortcut for it. So we want to make a path start at the outside. I don't know if you need to, but I like to do this. Then you anchor one in. I'd like to anchor a second one in around here. And then over to the other side. And then we swish. I like to place one in the middle. Make sure this is straight. I think I need to make it a little bit longer. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then we swoosh over to the other side and do the same. One in the middle. Make sure that is straight. That looks straight enough to me. As you can see, this is bending, but we're gonna fix that. Okay. So what we want to do now is we want to take the selection tool at the top here. And then we want to select the top part that we don't want to deform. And then we Control-Shift-C and Control-Shift-V on both sides. Make sure that the top stays anchored in position. Okay, I'm gonna need to anchor a little bit more here. Because it's still not great. That might be a little bit too harsh. So I'm going to take the brush tool and I'm going to manually adjust that a little bit. Okay, that looks good. And what I want to do then is I want to press the 3 stripes up here. And then I want to press extended interpolation. We want eclipse and let's say 3 points. The more points you have, the harder it's gonna be on your RAM. So keep that in mind. But 3 is fine for this. So now we have a hair swing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into physics settings. And we're going to create a new group. And we call this hair gravity. We do not want input settings. Physics model preset. I have a preset for this. And if I make this into a tutorial on my YouTube channel, just copy my settings, I guess, or tweak it, you know, but this is my settings. Duration 30, shaking influence 0.75, reaction time 1, and convergence 1.5. Then we add, for the inputs, the angle Z. And we want to put the effect on 100. And then we want the angle to be the maximum it can be. So I like to put it on -60 to 60. And then for the output, we add hair gravity. Now we wiggle this around a little. And then we increase output. As you can see, there is gravity going on now. I can see it falls a little bit short on one end, so we need to fix that also, decrease output on that. And then I like to put the scale a little bit lower so it never gets over 100, because that's when it starts to become jumpy. Okay, so we can see that it falls a little bit short on this side. So I'm taking the brush tool, and I'm going to increase the length on that. There's probably better ways to do that, but brush tool is just kind of the default that I go to because it's the easiest. Okay, so now we have hair gravity, and I do like to tone it down on the effectiveness a little usually. So let's say effectiveness 80. Also, if you have the body Z in and you like to reflect the body Z, which I usually do, the effectiveness of this is going to have to be 50 at the maximum. So just keep that in mind. But you're gonna have to tweak that. And this looks good. I like this. This is good gravity. So yeah, if this makes it to a YouTube tutorial, thank you for watching.